Meat Skewer has been changed up, and I've had a few people asking me to do an episode based around it, so sure, why not? Let's make this one the Meat Skewer focused episode. This is also going to be a learning experience for me as well, since I have not even looked at it since the latest patch. First attack pierces the enemy, placing you behind it. Next attacks inflict critical hit. No surprise, Meat Skewer has always been a dashing, movement-oriented weapon, and in the past it had one huge broadsword-style hit at the end of it. And then I know one of the other changes that happened to it was given a bunch more dashes. This one, though, with a number of hits after the first one, does seem like it might be the best out of any of them. Needless to say, don't really use this weapon a whole lot, so whatever the change is, I mean, I don't even know if I used, outside of just finding out what the multiple dash version of it was, I don't know if I ever actually used it past that point. So this is going to be interesting. Also, the fact that it scales now with tactics maybe opens up a little bit more for builds, but I do think at this point in time, I'm going to make an attempt to keep it brutality. Just because I think that, I don't know, I'm entirely unused to this weapon, so I'd like a little bit more room for mistakes. A little bit less, you know, one hit and you're done type of run going on. After all, I do know that, you know, it's the mistakes that make us human. At least until we're able to get those cyborg bodies. Any day now, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. So it does seem like, you know, much like the other sort of weapon that you can compare this to, the rapier, this one seems to, instead of working with your dodge roll, just have a dodge roll built into it, which is going to likely be very useful in the future. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's necessarily better than the previous versions of the Meat Skewer, but at least you do get the dash immediately. The combo that it sets up is obvious, and it is very easy to pull off compared to some of the previous iterations that have existed. One of the other reasons why I was never a big fan of this weapon was I always thought that the whole sliding around deal, the many dashes that you would get out of the weapon was a bit unwieldy. That I would often find myself getting into a bad position when I'm just trying to do a regular combo. But if I know that I'm going to be getting this every single time I use it for the first time, or for the first hit, maybe it'll be a little bit better. I think the original one, it was after 2 hits you dashed through and then you did a big overhead swing, which is definitely not a way that you would use rapier, but hey, maybe they went to the Secrets of Grindia school of using this weapon. Fairly certain, though. I mean, I don't know. I'm also not all that much of a swordsman, so maybe that is how you use the weapon. If you know in the comments, I'm fairly certain that you don't dash through your enemy and yet somehow manage to not do any damage to them. Well, anyway, starting out with a bloodthirsty shield I think is also going to be very good. If I'm going to go brutality, sword and board just feels right with this sort of quick melee weaponry that I'm working with. Other than that, anything else? I do always like magnetic grenade, but I don't know. I'll actually make an attempt here, see if I can't get a good bomb to start with. And one very simple, very obvious sort of combination is oil and fire grenade, so let's just go with that, and it's been a time, it's been a grip since I've gone into the sewers, so let's head over there. Maybe even go up to the ramparts after this, get a little bit of an off-the-rails run, comparatively. I've been hitting up the Giant, I've been hitting up the ossuary, the traditional run as I like to call it, a lot lately. Let's get the slightly traditional but not tremendously untraditional type of run going on. Feels like something that would be appropriate for this slightly off the beaten path weapon. This Meat Skewer is after, what is it, clearing 10 daily runs. And I don't think they can be non-consecutive. You just have to beat 10 daily runs. First one is rewarded with the Swift Sword. Second one is rewarded with the Ore of Laceration. Well, the second one. I mean, ooh, actually, I do kind of like this idea, but I also like, I want to keep what I'm working with right now. Maybe I will grab, maybe I'll make an attempt to grab a grappling hook a little bit later on. You know, like, grab close, dash through and then get a bunch of hits on? Well, the first hit doesn't do criticals. Anyway, after 5 runs, you get the Aura of Laceration, and then finally, after 10 runs, you get the Meat Skewer. And befitting of the daily run itself, it was very much speed-oriented. It was a good combination. That it was a thematic combination with the Swift Sword back in the day, but it was also, you know, for being the ultimate weapon that you got out of that, never a very impressive one. One singular big hit never really felt like it worked too well, so now getting constant criticals, I don't know. I think it makes the weapon overall feel a lot better. This is, after all, 2020, the natural 20s, year of the critical. So let's make this year a critical hit. I was workshopping that one to see if I could come up with the worst motto that I possibly could for the new year. I think that one works, especially now that we got so many more criticals we can get out of this weapon. Somebody in the YouTube analytics is looking at this right now, and they're like, wow, everybody just stopped watching this after this exact second. I wonder what happened in this video. But yeah, criticals. I mean, you know, criticals are always kind of the thing that you're looking for when you're working with any sort of weapon, period. I mean, they're such a huge part of the game, even though all they do ultimately is just give you extra damage. Sometimes it's a lot of extra damage, sometimes it's not. I do wonder if maybe alongside throwing the critical damage in on weapons, that they could also, that Motion Twin could also throw on, like, wow, good parry. Could also throw on, like, hey, this is 1.5 times the base damage when you get a critical, because I always just look at it like, hey, it's critical, I gotta go for it. Even though sometimes I don't realize how little that extra damage is. There are even, oh boy, that was more damage than I thought. What were you? Oh, come on. Well, I won't. I said last episode I wouldn't take it again. I actually, in the past couple days, had a terrible dream where they replaced the description of that with, like, the cheater necklace for people who don't want to try in the video game. What sort of madman plays Dead Cells enough that they have dreams about the game calling them out for playing poorly? Me, I guess. There's not really too much more to say on it, is there? Get haunted by how these runs go in the dreaming hours. So I guess what I'm saying is, God, I hope this run goes good so I can stop having terrible nightmares about Dead Cells. Okay, but yes, I was saying something about criticals. Oh yeah, I think that the biggest problem that's going to come with this run is probably going up against very fast enemies. So this might actually be one that is naturally going to end up going against the Giant comparatively. I do think that you have great potential for getting a lot of hits in on the... the Giant, for example, because he's kind of standing still, whereas the speed that the Assassin moves at... Timekeeper, going back to old names again, feels like it might end up kind of biting me by the end of it. Whereas, who knows, if I'd end up going through, like, the Sepulchre or something, I could probably get a pretty easy... 60 kill door, and that can afford you some very excellent weapons when it comes to the kill doors right before the Giant. Used to be even more powerful, but they have fixed that in recent days. Light speed does seem like it could be something useful, but... I mean, the first hit already is kind of miniature light speed? Let's call it that. Oh, there's a rampart, so if I am going to go up there, that would be the place to do it. Great thing about the ramparts, too, if you're doing it on high cell difficulty, is that you do have your choice of where you're going to end up going. Which is good, because, I don't know, Conjunctivius does not really stand still, at least when you compare her to the Concierge, but it's also not the worst thing. I mean, after all, I tend not to end up going to... I think the Graveyard's going to be better than the Slumbering Sanctuary, comparatively, so... And I just went to the Stilt Village. What I'm saying is I'm trying to keep it fresh. Can't just keep doing the same thing over and over. Change it up. Get a little bit of variation on routine. And that's the sort of thing that makes life worth living. Again, until we get those cyborg parts. What do you got? Yeah, I mean, sure. I'll see. I kind of want the, more than anything else, I want the survival there, just because, man, oh man. Oh, I am very close to getting to 60, too. I want the survival there just because I am pretty low on health compared. I mean, I'm trying not to do a tactics run, but it is kind of turning out that way anyway. Good. I mean, I'll say this right now. I had like 47 enemy kills in the last area. Now I'm pretty trivially got 60. That bodes well for a weapon. You know, really, they could have just kept the whole broadsword hit and everything and just change it up so that the first thing was a dash. I feel like it's so much more controllable and better to use. It might have actually been like that in the previous version, and I just didn't know because I didn't ever use this item. Because I thought, dashes? No, thank you. Too difficult to use properly. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, and I even got the 8. Oh, I got both doors. Cool. Good, good. What you got? And yeah, that's just... I really like that 75% damage reduction, and that might come up in this next area. So I'll end up taking that for right now. I don't know. 2 points of survival is still pretty scary, though. What you got? I mean, I'd like to take that in some ways, but I think that the shield might be better in the long run. What I really should do is this time, for real, and not actually forget about it, go and get an upgrade for this weapon before... Yeah, exactly what I said, before I forget about it. That has been happening way too often in these runs right now, so just kind of keeping that at the forefront of my mind, I think, is going to pay off sooner than later. Aside from that, also getting just a couple more affixes on this weapon I think will help quite a bit too. You know, and I really should not have been waiting so long to be using the meat skewer. One, it is my branding, as I'm sure you can probably tell from the entirety of this run so far, it is all about branding. I'm getting that the pink cherry tree blossoms in here as much as I possibly can. Yes, I know I did only have it on random skins, but it was a pretty nice one to get this, at least when the episode actually started. I wanted to get the one where I rolled good. Okay, I wanted to get the potential run that I had going where I had the OG outfit miraculously rolled. I haven't seen that thing for quite a while, but nah. I think I screwed up a word or something, so there's no way I could have possibly used that. Almost got me. There we go. Yeah, just gotta make sure that I turn backwards. It doesn't automatically turn backwards, which makes it a little bit weird to use, but also, like, not the... also not the worst thing either. I don't know. Branding, man. Look, it's much like I've been doing in the Code Vein series that has been clandestinely happening in the background of the series. You think that I'm making my character look like that because I just want to make a cute vampire soldier? No! Absolutely not. Search engine optimization. You gotta get your name out there. You gotta have people talking about you. And that means that you have to stick to something like using all the pink weaponry and pink other stuff. This is important. This is how you survive in the modern internet age. Has nothing to do with playing dress up with my vampire boy. No. That series is never gonna come out in any way. Still been enjoying it though. Not the, I mean, it is unabashedly a Dark Souls clone, but there ain't nothing wrong with that. There's good reason why a lot of people tried copying Dark Souls, this game included. I mean, of course, I mean, the sort of comparisons with Dead Cells and Dark Souls are pretty subtle compared to most, but still here. I still am making a case for it to this very day. All right, get that 60 kills. I'm so close to getting that 60 kills, by the way. Don't want to screw it up just yet. Because if I can manage to get like an upgrade for my weapon from one of the in-between areas, the rest areas, that's going to save me quite a bit of money if I, for some reason, wow, that was very close. If the stars don't align and I don't happen to get the right sort of shops coming up here, because that can and has happened many a time. Not even, oh, well, there it is anyway. Can and will happen over and over, and I can't imagine that it's going to somehow work its way out here. Even though there's a good chance that at least one of these places will be a... I haven't had to spend a whole lot of money on, like, foodstuffs yet. You never know when that's going to come up, though. Especially if I do end up going for, instead of the conjunctivius, or... Stop it! Stop doing that! The cheater necklace for cheaters. Oh, okay. Do not let me discourage you from using that on your own runs, though. I'm just talking about for me. I'm talking about at this point in the whole challenge run thing, what's the point if you're just going to be walking past all the enemies? If you get it, I said in Noita, lie, steat, and chill. I stick to that here. And yes, I did say that intentionally. It's a reference. It's an old Super Best Friend cast reference. Anyway, keep on getting as many of this. If I can get up to 20 points of... Yeah, let's keep that as the metric. If I can get up to 20 points of brutality by the time that I would be leaving this area to go into the next one. Oh, I didn't even have a point of malaise to get down. That's kind of surprising. Then I will go for conjunctivius. Otherwise, I will not go for conjunctivius. I will go for the concierge. We'll have what will hopefully be a pretty easy fight. Easy, simple, no problem at all. You know, save up for the... Save for the weapon. Save for the namesake weapon of the run. You dressed up in pink and everything. I mean, there is something to be said about the fact that, one of my least used weapons is the weapon that does represent my colors the best. But I don't really know what to say about it. I just think that there is something to be said. I don't believe they kept the curse chest in here. I am still struggling to remember that even to this very day. Ah, good. Okay, all right. Yeah. I guess I'll go check out the chest down here. I already got 60 kills. I got everything that I need. I just need to get out of here already. Although, you know, I do think that maybe I might be able to get a little bit more usage with this weapon against the assassin timekeeper than I was thinking, just because, you know, you can just, instead of turning backwards, you also can just continue to attack right in front of you, too. I gotta say, I have been fairly impressed with this weapon so far. It's been going much better than I expected it to. I was kind of, like I said, I didn't actually look at what the patch notes were or anything before starting this up, so it could have been anything as far as what this weapon did. But I think that just the basic dash into a good combo, well, there's first hit for a while. That's all this weapon needs. It still has its... It has not, like, betrayed itself by changing it up to something completely different as opposed to the dash machine that it once was. And at the same time is also just better. Oh, it's gone. Oh, no. Got to keep it. I'll keep the 75% damage reduction because, am I going to get to 20 points? If I reroll the oil grenade, maybe. Maybe. I'm not going to say anything, but I do think that there is a likelihood of something happening here. No other shops around, eh? You only get the 2. Or, no, you only get 1. I didn't even realize that they were so starved for shops in here at this point in time. Because this is a shop for... Yeah, I'm not even going to go too far into this. But this is a shop for... That's a food shop. That's not the... Let's go for conjunctivius anyway. It might be that I'm getting a little bit too overconfident. And as Wayne June says... Don't do that, bro. I'm fairly certain that that's the Darkest Dungeon quote. But I'm gonna try it. Engrave on my tombstone, I thought it was a good idea. I mean, maybe? I don't know. Like, these are both starting weapons, so I'm gonna take this just to get a little bit more damage out of this for right now. Also, it synergizes well with the fire, which does not, you know, yes, I know the fire is not the point of the run. Burning, yeah, I guess burning's gonna be about as good as I'm gonna get it. Let's just do this already. I was thinking about open wounds, maybe. Soldier's resistance, good. Oh, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Combo could be all right for taking out the tentacles very quickly. Is that the thing I'm worried about, though? Maybe just... Maybe take alienation for the future. I've been doing pretty good as far as clearing out... Well, not even clearing out curses, but making sure that I'm not getting hit for long stretches of time so far. Perhaps that can continue on in the future. We'll see. I mean, and by we'll see, I mean we'll see, like, literally right now. Come on. Okay, I did at least get the... Alright. No perfect fight, but that's not... I wasn't expecting that anyway. That just whiffed so hard that I can't even believe it. Okay. Perhaps a little bit faster than I thought that she was going to be, eh? Adrenaline, I think, is also just good because it fits with the whole, like, fast type of... The whole Sanic attitude that I've been trying to cultivate in this run so far. I can't believe that it's as soon as I get to the boss that everything starts to go so wrong. Oh well. Alright, alright. It's starting to turn around slightly. And... Okay, that was a little bit better of a combo. I think I'm getting it now. Which I say as soon as I get hit. Yeah, I even saw that coming. I started up that sentence before I was going to get hit with the hope that maybe I'll prove myself wrong. Nope. Not at all. Not even close. Oh well. That even momentary stun in there. That's all I need. There we go. Now that was a little bit of tricky dodging, but it did pay off. I'm not going to say it was the best. Once again... Engrave, I thought it was a good idea on my tombstone. Are you kidding me? I thought that like, the sweeping tentacles shouldn't be going to you if you're really close to the edge. That's why you shouldn't touch me. Or push me. I always forget the real lyrics of that song. Anyway. Are you kidding me? That was very bad. Anyway, the damage, I do want to point that out. That is just fine here. It's the gameplay that is bad. Okay. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I wasn't going to be very prepared for it, clearly. 2-1. Should be able to get a... Oh, just... Are you kidding me? Stop that. Hey, do you mind? Like, give me 1 second here to at least heal up a little bit. There we go. Oh, well, except for that little bit where I did have to use 1 potion charge. That went okay. Yeah, it was... The dash is good, but it's clearly, like... Overconfidence. Slow, and it's how quickly that overconfidence turns. Yeah, that's, again, the right phrase. When's Darkest Dungeon 2 coming out? That's got to be on the horizon here, right? I'm looking forward to it. I really did enjoy the first one. Played every single one of the difficulties from Radiant all the way up to Blood Moon, as it was eventually called. Good time. But at the same time, too... yeah. But at the same time, too, I also understand that that probably takes a while to make. I do hope that it is a little bit more mechanically complex in the future, because that game is very, very difficult until you kind of figure out what you're doing, until you get into the groove of things. Also, of course I had to go to the graveyard. Branding! Gotta keep it on brand. I completely forgot that the door to that was pink. It's only natural that I would have gravitated here over time. So maybe it's not even so much of the brand, it's just, you know... fate. It's, serendipity is the word that I was trying to think of. Because I wanted to come up... Because much like coming up with the worst, nerdiest, stupidest phrase to describe the new year... I also want to try to use the most treacly, stupidest way to describe everything that's happening in this run. This also would have been a good one for Valentine's Day. No, I think that's probably going to be another bleed-focused run. That's just too obvious. However, we still got a couple months before that's going to be coming up. Will I wear this outfit for that too? Well, I'm not going to spoil it. But probably. Okay, come on. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to spend money getting a... Okay. So, unfortunately, yeah, I just realized right now, I'm probably gonna want to spend my money instead getting a... Instead of getting an upgrade, getting a... an upgrade to my health. No, flask charge. Which is not great, but it's fine. Yeah. Adrenaline not working out as well as I was hoping it would. Feels like... I don't know. Best time that I've had with adrenaline so far has been... Yeah. Has been using it with the Spite Sword, where it was absolutely incredible. Ooh. Oh, boy. Come on. Just hit him. I was thinking that I might have been able to like dash my way through and do some tricky maneuvers. Didn't happen in the way that I imagined it. Oh well. Not gonna worry too much about that. Okay. I love that minus 25% damage reduction, but I did purposely decide to go with brutality rather than tactics. I mean, red and purple are two good colors again for keeping it on brand. What is that? A legendary... I think that's a legendary, I can't tell. Oh, no, Thunderbolt, it was. That's what I was thinking it was, I just couldn't remember the name. Okay. I don't know. I don't really think... That does not strike me as... something that I'm going to aspire to get. Teleport up here so that I can kill you all. This is maybe the most I've gotten hit with the surrounding super corpse biters in quite a while. Alright, alright. So it's getting a little bit more touch and go over time. After a very strong initial showing, I don't think that I'm quite to the point where I'm like looking at this weapon as being bad, though, or anything like that. No, it still seems to be going pretty good so far. I just got to remember that I want to keep getting that combo going. You know, dash through the enemy. Maybe replace the... Yeah, because I've said before that it's like the at least for right now, at least for the very initial point that I'm finding myself in the game, this for a emergency situation, I think is going to be very useful. I don't think I'm going to keep it too much more past that, but for the time being, it also gives me like a 100% poison stuff and all that too. Open up the door, you idiot. I mean, I'm worried about, you know, dying due to my door opening shenanigans. But that doesn't mean that I was supposed to hit them with... Well, let's go get the legendary weapon first. But that doesn't mean that I'm supposed to hit them with skills before I can actually hit them with said skills. Okay, what do we got? What are like the... It's better than the Hokuto's bow? Probably? Just... I mean, of course, the Hokuto's bow plus that would be the ideal. But that's not what I'm doing here. I'm gonna... 100% just for free, eh? I do know that that is something that you can get on this weapon. And the legendary weapons are the place that you're going to get them. It's just... Well, I'll try not to use and abuse it too much. But at least for the very start here, I mean... You know, just for a short... Look, I denied myself the pleasure of having two different invisibility necklaces. I think that... Yeah. Okay. I think that I deserve this. All right. And there we go. I'm going to take this for the health right now more than anything else. I think you could go either way, though. Okay. Oh, very nice. Could really use the, I was kind of hoping for, you know, the whole find the food shop or something like that. I don't know, I'm just saying. But I'll also take a random cherry around here too. Curse chest? Curse chest would probably also help. There, yeah, okay. There we go. All right, well. Another very interesting take, but no, I'm not gonna. That's definitely not something to take right now. This doesn't work with the build though, so I am gonna have to switch up my. Probably shouldn't have sold the Hokuto's bow. I hope this isn't another situation where a weird version of. I better get ready to fight this guy right now. Okay. A weird legendary item showed up. I took it because I thought it looked cool. And then it comes back to just completely ruin the run because of my own extreme stupidity. But it's not happening yet. That doesn't mean anything, but I said it anyway. Let's just keep going. Yeah, I see you there. Are you kidding me? There is definitely going to be an enemy attacking me in like 5 seconds. Okay, all right. Oh, okay. All right. 5 left. Come on. Ah. 2 left. Whew, okay. And also, hey, look at the amount of malaise here that was. Scary situation, but you can't say that it wasn't worth it. Now, the real question is going to be, do I want to... Yeah, do I want to get down into the cavern? Probably not. I think that Sepulcher, make it a little bit easier on myself, is going to be a better idea. Now, it is going to have another curse chest down there. I think that the thing I want to look at doing right now is just, instead of screwing around, maybe go the alienation acceptance combo. Because I don't know if I want to deal with another 15 enemies in total. As good as I have been dealing with not getting hit for the most part, it's kind of dropped off in the second half of the run now, hasn't it? So, maybe don't want to trust myself in that exact way. That said, one of the things I've been noticing is that I have been getting it's been a little bit better than I thought it was going to be, the wave denial, in the sense that I can jump in, do the damage, and then burst my way right out of there. No problem at all. It's something that I don't know if it's worth losing out on 2 points of brutality, but... Don't know if it's worth losing out on 2 points of brutality, but it is working. It is functional right now. Guys. Yeesh. Oh, yeah, of course, right into this. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, though. There. Oh, scary, scary, scary times, but it is... sure. If I need a little bit more money, and if I want to go try to get one more... an upgrade to my weapon, and 2, one more flask charge, I probably do, so let's just go do this right now. Not even worry about it. If I was building tactics, that would be a good take, but as of right now, the parry shield is not really something I am particularly interested in. No, it's the money that I get from that, as well as the money I'm going to get from over here, too. I tell ya. All right. It's, I am scared of how this is going, but I don't have too much reason to be. Aside from a kind of questionable second half of the one boss fight, it actually has been going pretty okay. Alienation play might have been risky, but it paid off. So, I don't know. I don't really know exactly what you could say about the run as it is. I'm just going to keep going on with it and hope that I don't screw it up somewhere. Hope that it continues being good. All right. And then, I could take that. Could take that. I'll just keep the money. Keep the money. Keep the money and use it for upgrade stuff. That's what I'm looking at doing, even though I feel like the shops have been not particularly kind to me as of right now. And by not particularly, I mean not at all. I said that I told myself after that last episode where people even pointed out my annoying vocal tics that I was going to start doing it better. And yet here we are. Wherein I am definitely not. Well, there's no way I'm getting to the 60 kills. No way I'm getting much of anything now, is there? 60 kills, 60,000. I mean, I can try to go... I don't know. I'm looking at this right now. Oh, yeah, they don't have that little treasure room up there anymore. There's one thing I can sell. There's a second thing I can sell. I can go sell the malaised up food. None of this is worth it. I'm just going to continue on with the game. I think that at the point that I'm currently at right now, it's better to just get more money in the next area rather than trying to milk this one for everything it's worth. There's like 3 different shops in this area after all. So if nothing else, this should give me something to work with. Okay, alienation acceptance, and then I don't know, just how about what's something that would be pretty... There's nothing in particular that works with this weapon. It's just kind of, it's a little bit of a skill-based weapon, as I was talking about last time, where it is mostly independent of the stuff that you're using. So I think I'm just going to go for keep that malaise down, keep that health up. Sure. I think it's a solid plan. It's a solid plan, a solid foundation for the solid future. At least that's the way I see it. Let's see how much the game agrees. At least this area, I think, is going to be a little bit friendlier as far as getting my basics of the combo down, dashing around at the speed of sound. The place I'm going to go, this one right here. And danger is continuing to lurk around every... You get it. You get the shtick that I'm doing. It's City Escape. From the Sonic Adventure 2. Battle was the one in particular that I had because I didn't have a Dreamcast. I only had a GameCube. Got that sweet, sweet multiplayer grinding maps. It's weird that grinding eventually became... Just because of what should have been a short-lived advertisement with soap shoes, grinding became an integral part of modern Sonic games. I told you, branding, man. Sometimes it can change the course of your favorite video game series. Now, I know your favorite video game series is the Sonic series. Don't lie to me. Look, we've all been there, myself included. Me, having my Game Gear, playing Sonic Triple Trouble, being all like, oh man, Fang the Sniper is the coolest, and then... Except no, he was called Knack the Weasel at that time, because I guess Sniper was too violent. It was good stuff. The second boss of that game was... Hey, nice. Second boss of that game was like a train. You just... A train that was just dropping a bunch of stuff on you. Well, this is an interesting take, especially because I can do that. But no. You know what? You know the rules. And this is not one of them. Also, you know, getting that extra 100% just for free is nice and everything, but... If I had some sort of form of poison... Well, I do have some sort of form of poison. I could just get that for free anyway. It's not as good as I initially thought of it. So I guess what I'm saying is, oh god, please let me change this out for something else. I'm so stupid to have taken this. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I got tempted in by the rare and intriguing affixes, and now I'm paying for it. I can't say I don't deserve it. I'm just saying that surely some leniency is warranted despite that. In spite of that idiocy that I just put on display. Any more enemies around here? Could use an easy... I mean, I see that there is... Yeah, that's scary. But that's the only invisible enemy that should be hanging around, right? Right? Oh my god. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried right now, even though it's like, come on. Do you really have any particular reason to be worried? Yeah. See? Nothing. Nothing doing. It's fine. Okay, there's also going to be one... That was a free-floating cursed chest. There's also going to be one more in here in the 3-cell door. So that's actually quite fortuitous for me. It means that having skipped the corrupted confinement, which I did mostly on a whim, I'm not going to say that there was any particular reason for that. I guess I just kind of wanted to hurry up the run. That's pretty much the long and short of it. That it's okay. I'm just worried that I'm not going to hit it with a weapon, basically. I want to be careful. And you can tell... There we are, there we are. Was this... no, this is a 4-cell door, which gives me a couple more options. You know what? It does give me a couple more options for items. I should really go take that and see if I can't find something to replace the stupid take that I had here. Oh god, no. Oh god, yes. Well, that's something. I mean, okay, I do need to watch out around these guys more than anything else now, don't I? But, yes, that is what we in the biz nasty call an upgrade, so I will be taking that. Would be another 50% upgrade, though, if I went and got it from the shop, so if I don't happen to get anything else, well, I'll end up taking it, sure. I'll end up sticking with this one, just make sure that I have enough money to re-roll it to get that 100% on poison. And then leave it at that. Anything else here, though? What would even be the best option? Maybe I should try to see if I can get a... generate stocks of cloud. Yeah, there you go. That would do it. But if I'm going up against the giant man... Yeah, maybe not the best idea then. No, I think I can do it a little bit better than that. There's more options and better options that I have at my disposal, at least in theory. No. No. Let's see what else is around here. I said there's like at least 3 shops or something that exist in this area. I can't say that's entirely accurate, but there might be one more. I don't know. It's a free country. All right. That was a good combo. Not bad. Not bad. What you got? I mean, you got some extra money for me, which is the greatest gift of them all. I think the thing I'm worried about most right now is going into the giant fight with less than 30 points in brutality. Usually you should be able to do that fairly easily, but due to the way that I chose my skills right now, it's a little bit more questionable. Punishment would actually be fantastic, but I don't have the stats for it. Punishment is great against the giant. Hits both of his hands at once for pretty good damage because not the criticals, but the parries are easy to get there. Which I guess are technically criticals and fits well in the natural 20s, which is what I am naming this decade. Eh? Let's just keep going here. I don't know why I keep doubling down on that stupid bit that I came up while I was bored at noon. Okay. Good. And there's also another stat. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And like I said, I'm going to have at least one more. Well, at least one more. One more. One more curse chest to get, which is going to be one more stat. Which equates to 1 in parentheses 1 stat. Gold as well as a cell is also going to help me afford whatever I'm looking for up here too. Which could be anything, really. I'm open. Good. Alright, and that's going to be the last area, and the area where I'm going to have the rest of the enemies that I'm probably going to be fighting. Now, if I can just avoid seeing any more elites coming up, that's going to be the most important bit here. Alright, Explorer's Instinct. You know what I'm looking for. Enemies abound. Okay. I'm going to be extra careful here. I just... you know... I'm going to take it. Take more than a fire grenade or wave of denial. I say more than wave of denial. I want stats. I want dim stats. Gotta get my stats. That's my catchphrase. Good. Good, and that's kind of what I'm looking for here. I suppose that worst comes to worst, you know, getting the lightning bolt in there would also be good for kind of hitting enemies above myself pretty regularly, but I don't know. It's like lightning bolt is not really something I'm Oh, yeah, there isn't a third shop, by the way. Lightning Bolt is not really something I am worried too much about. All right. I know I have one shield bearer coming over here. And only 1 point left. And it all worked out great. Back up to full health, no malaise, 4 potion charges. I could not have asked for anything better. Scary? Certainly. But the dividends have been paid. So all I need to do at this point in time is seal the deal. Worst comes to worst, I can curse myself one more time. Now, I do not want to do this. I'm just saying that I will. If I need to. I'm gonna keep what I got right now. Also, it wasn't actually hitting me, but it was scary enough that I thought it was going to. Oh, what was I saying here? Oh, yes, get the 60 kills. Shouldn't be a problem. And by shouldn't be, I mean it wasn't a problem. I did it. Oh, my. Tcha. This is interesting. Okay. Scary, but worked. All right, well, I don't really want to go... I mean, you know, I could... this feels like it is currently going to sign my death warrant. I'm going to do it. Because I'll just blast everything with knives, right? Right? 8 enemies? There's definitely more than 8 enemies down there. So I should be totally cool. Yeah, I got to turn off that curse notification. I think I forgot to when I was screwing around with old versions of the game. Oh, why did I curse myself? You know, I'm already regretting this. You know, I thought I was being so smart. Oh, I'm doing so good, what with the whole curse and everything. It's like, no. No, you shoulda maybe been a little bit. It's fine, though. I'm actually doing okay. I am still... I mean, you can't see me, but I am doing that like gulp sort of thing. Okay, there we go. As if I am about to die. You would see my... You would see, like, the grimace, the, like, gasping at everything happening. I'm doing the full Monty as far as panic, overreactions are going right now. What do you got? I got enough money. I can reroll this once. See if anything. Reroll it twice. Yeah, flamethrower turret's not bad. No, nah, I don't think so. I think what I am going to do is go back to the other shop and just go buy an upgrade to the weapon I'm using right now. There's some pretty saucy stuff going on here. Bleeding, burning, everything like that. Frozen, bleeding, burning. Victims burn, remains explode, launches a grenade. I don't know. Both of these seem like pretty good in their own way. So I guess I'll take the first one. I think that one sounds a little bit better. Not going to have a whole lot of money for re-rolling stuff, but that's also a pretty minor concern at this point in time. Yeah, I think I'm good. Let's go. I don't know. This might be the sort of thing that ends the run, but considering that I am coming in here right now with a fairly Rampart, you say? Yeah, you know what? I do like that. Because I said before when using the Rampart that it is pretty much independent of the stats to still get that invincibility barrier, and you can pretty regularly get parries in this fight. So this is a not the usual build, but Not the usual build, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. That's a good parry. No. Should have thought about getting my knives up for the eye. That said, it's still going perfectly fine. All right. This should do that. And there, yeah, that's the sort of combo that I'm looking for. Now, what I would like to do is not accidentally kill this hand before the knives are back up again. This should actually do it, right? No, not quite, but that's fine. It was enough. All right. Punch, please, and let's keep going. Obviously, this isn't doing the most damage, but that's fine. Okay, next phase. Yeah, no, as far as, like, hitting the giant goes, this is working out totally peach keen. Oh, that's bad, though. Yep, that's also pretty bad. I'm gonna take a potion charge right here. And those are kind of the rougher areas to get into if you are fighting the giant, after all. The crystals do a lot of damage. And that's kind of what I'm most worried about right now, and also accidentally hitting myself in the stupidest way possible. Should have thought about switching out stuff for... masochism. That would have been a much better idea than what happened there. Because, yeah, those things do count as traps. They do count as traps. Aside from that, the weapon was good. Really, if I got a... You know, I'm betting that if I went through the... the corrupted confinement, I probably would have been able to take him out fast enough that it wouldn't have even been a problem to... deal with the crystals, because he would have been going down super fast. I would have gotten like 32 points of brutality or something, and that would have been better. Well, it should go without saying that even though I am taking the shortcut here, that I am definitely going to be switching out my... Yeah, there's really no reason that I need to have the alienation acceptance combo in there. I just was thinking, I'll probably be fine, which is a stupid idea. What was I thinking? Which was that I'd probably be fine. Circular logic. You understand? Okay, anyway. Tainted Flask, I think, is going to be kind of what we're looking at right now. And then we'll just focus on heavy health build. Sure. Currently looking at 4 elite enemies. Unfortunately, since you do skip the first phase for the Hand of the King, I am not going to be able to enjoy that benefit. So, yeah. I'm still going to have plenty of usage out of the shield, though. Make no mistake on that. All right. Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't really get the... Mm-hmm. Don't go directly into the pit there. That would be quite stupid on my part. All right. Come on, just go down from the fire. I knew you were going to. Then I want to get all of my stuff back up real quick, and then we'll go here. Out. Ah! There we go. I love when he jumps in that pit. I just don't love it when I knock him in the pit. Okay. And one hit there. I knew it. I knew he was going to go for the Giant Slam, which is why I didn't blow that immediately. Nope. Waited a second. Definitely paid off. All right. Well, should go without saying that fight went much better than the giant one. Not perfect or anything. Still took a little bit of damage there, but I got past it so much better. And I do think that this is about the point in time that I'm going to do that and hopefully get to some elites in the astrolabe pretty quick. I think I got a good chance. Hey, at least compared to most runs that I've been doing, this one's been pretty expedient. Which I know, it's like, who cares? But I like it. I like kind of maybe doing a little bit of semi. Not even like speed running, like speed walking. Speed walking, you know. I mean, of course, if you would just want to like make this game faster, it'd have the main character go and buy an Allen wrench from the store rather than getting the alien key each time. I don't know, I guess maybe such a tool is extraterrestrial in this world, as the name would imply. Okay. Don't want to die to those guys. Oh, well, if I can find the alien key faster, that just means that I'm going to have less elites that I have to kill. And I do think there's one right there. Good. Oh, I don't even know what I want. I'm just going to go random skills and see if anything interesting shows up. Corrosive Cloud? Is it really that much worse than Fire Grenade? And it does get, I have Bleeding and Poison on the Meat Skewer. If I get the money, I'm going to take it. All right, here. Just jump at me and get the... Yeah, a little bit of invincibility barrier. Yeah, just the elevator key, so... Got a little bit more to go. But I only need a couple more elite kills, which is fine by me. Another couple of elites appearing in here will also probably give me enough necklaces to afford the Corrosive Cloud, and we'll go with that. Corrosive Cloud is one of those things that's never super useful. It always kind of has the issue of why not just take like an alchemic carbine or some sort of turret that would throw down a poison cloud, because poison is really the most important thing. That said, like I said, I'm currently working with a fire grenade, which is not amazing. I might as well switch this out for Corrosive Cloud if this is going to be the otherwise the best thing that I got going here. That defender is being quite the saucy lad now, isn't he? Hello. Ridiculous. We weren't even going to take that much damage. I was just mostly trying to get that parry. Ugh. Librarians. I got hit anyway, but that's fine. That's fine. Librarians. It's too bad that I don't have like the stupid hits. Anyway, I mean, what am I gonna do though? I'm bad at fighting those guys. You know it, I know, we all know it. It's been well established over the many episodes that I've done so far. Even though they haven't even existed for that long, they've quickly become one of my least favorite enemies. Oh, I was looking at the librarian, of course, because those are the guys. They're the guys, man. Can I make the jump up here? Oh, it's so close. Well. Fighting the giant did not do me as much good as I was hoping. Okay, there's the alien key. And Minotaur Scroll. Okay. I do like that. Yeah. There's another elite, which, again, like I'm saying, I want to get money. And that's a way to get your money, honey. Get your disease. Okay, good. I thought that was about to fly off into the briny deepests, but thankfully, no. Not quite yet, at least. There we go. Not bad at all. I mean, this might... I'm going to kind of see what's going on as I go through here, but as soon as the... I think that I'm going to try to get the Explorer's Room procced first, and then I'm going to kind of go back and explore through the areas after this. Yeah. Because... Oh, okay. That's good. I want to get my Knife Storm up, and then I'm going to drop down there and blast everything with knives. That should take out the Magistrate of Death easy enough, and that should do quite a bit of damage to both of these fellows. Okay. Well, hey, you know, 2 of them at once. The double trouble is not actually a terrible thing when you're working with the stuff that I'm doing right now. Because that's just faster to get me faster to get me a health flask, after all. Okay. Now, okay, I got 2 more going up on top there. I probably will have at least 1 more in the tower. I think I can do this. I think I can. I'm going to have to be very careful from here on out, though. But I do... Yes, wow. Intercepted me with its jump. That's a rare occurrence. Okay. I mean, you know, I was talking before about, like, the feeling the stress. Oh, okay. Thank you. Did you listen to that phrase that I just said right there? I think you can understand exactly where I'm coming from. Okay. Money? I do actually need money at this point in time, and I will be taking any area... Here, fly upwards, yeah. Hey. Yeah, idiot. But, yeah, I'm going to take any source of money that I can possibly get to try to... Yes, okay, there's an elite. I need 1 more elite. 1 more elite after this fellow. And then there's 2 elites right up on the top. Am I having a good time? Yes. Okay, I don't want to take this because I do want to... I am actually low enough on tactics right now that that's going to be more useful than not tactics. Good. Careful. As I occasionally like saying, doucement. You know, let's not even mess around with that guy. Doucement. Come on. 30 kills for whatever that's worth. Do see a wall rune there. I'm actually getting pretty close to being able to afford the thing I was looking for. That was the wrong direction entirely. Yeah, I'm actually getting pretty close to affording the Corrosive Cloud, which, again, I would love to have. I'm worried about that librarian seeing me, of course. You've been watching this very episode, you know that. Let's just go. Because I'll be able to blast them. Didn't stand a chance. That's what nerds get. Yep. There. Yep. You knew it was going to happen. I mean, it's the second that you saw that librarian, you should have been like, oh, he's going to die. And then I did. Oh, bomber right there. Didn't even see him. Well, that's too bad. Another decent run ruined by me going to the giant. No, but also a librarian. Well. Still a pretty good weapon, nonetheless. Well, I was pretty disappointed in that last run, so I'm coming at you from post-commentary land for a second crack at... Wait a second, is that a rune? Did I miss a rune? Oh, I even stood over it for a couple seconds. That's pretty bad. Especially because that would have been the stat to get me to 40. Count them, 40 in brutality. Yeah, when I died to that librarian, I mean, normally I would just say, hey, I beat the hand of the king. It doesn't matter. That's enough for a run. But that was so bad, and especially the way I died to the librarian. It's not just dying to those guys. It was getting hit 3 times in a row like that. I couldn't let it go. I talked before about how I was having the Dead Cells nightmares. That definitely would have been one of them if I stopped it there. So I decided to start up a second run, and I think that it was definitely the right idea. I had some amazing luck in this one. I think the first 3 areas had challenge runes in it, so I had a head start on stats just there alone. And then even on top of that, I got some great colorless items, Giant Whistle and Double Crossbow-matic. And I would have taken any turret. Any turret would have been amazing, but Double Crossbow-matic is even one of the better turrets that you can get. So yeah, this was a great choice. And also I randomed into the Ghost skin, which is only fitting for what happened there. So yeah, got 2 great colorless weapons. What should have been 40 in the main stat. So stood over it. I was feeling so confident in this run that I was actually thinking that this might have been the one to get the perfect collector fight. I mean, just look at it. It's amazing. You know, some people think that I do post commentary on all the videos. No, I just practice them a bunch in the first place. So it does kind of sound like it's scripted. No, actual post commentary I usually try to at least say at the very start here that I'm doing it. And I think it's usually a little bit more obvious. Like, when I'm doing post commentary, I usually like to think of it like, hey, I'm reacting to stuff in the same way that an audience would. Like, how did you miss that challenge rift, you stupid, dumb idiot? Well, the plan here, if I was going to go for the perfect fight, was emergency triage for that and a little bit of invincibility. This is where I went wrong. Got rid of the brutality, got rid of the poison synergy. I wanted to try to get open wounds, you know, bleed and poison on there, and I got rid of all the good stuff. So I'm down to 37, which is nothing to scoff at, but it would have been better if I didn't push my luck. Anyway, corrupted healing for extra damage, tainted flask for a little bit of invincibility and faster healing. And then I was just trying to look for any extra damage. Combo's not going to work because I need to kill an enemy for that. Vengeance is not going to work because, well, you need to get hit for that, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So, I don't know, if worst comes to worst, if I do get hit, adrenaline? With 37 in the main stat, that will at least have me healing up quite a bit, since it is dependent on how much damage you're doing. Well, let's see how this thing goes. I mean, I even knew that I didn't want to do this live commentary because I was thinking, I don't want anything to get in the way of this. I gotta concentrate as much as I possibly can. This is the shot. And I already screwed it up. It was that quick. And even when I was playing the game, I was like, oh. I mean, if you're wondering, like, actual words that I said over the course of this, I think I shouted an expletive when I made the mistake of re-rolling my meat skewer, and I think I just made an audible aw when I got hit there, because that was pretty bad. Too much stress. You know, you get stressed too much with this sort of thing. It's like you play worse overall. So at this point in time, I decided, whatever. Let's just get a win here, leave it at that. So expect some real sloppy play coming up. Sorry, so sloppy. That said, I mean, I did also do another shot at the giant. Got hit once in that entire fight, but it was pretty amazing with this particular combo of weapons. And I did take the shortcut, which means I could have maybe gotten even more stats than this, but come on, how much? How much you need? I already had a wealth of riches. I was more interested in just finishing up the run at that point. But then, pride begets a fall, which is kind of what happened here. I mean, well, not so much, because I definitely still very successful, as you can see. I was in no danger of dying at this point in time. But, I don't know, it could have been even better if I didn't try re-rolling that meat skewer. Final phase. Not too much more to do here. If I can get some punch combos, and especially if I throw on the potion charge like I did there, no problem at all. Even with the massively reduced damage that he was taking, the giant just chunked off a big piece of his health.